And welcome to my second half live stream reaction to Motagua versus Comunicaciones. Comunicaciones scored in the 36th minute of the first half off a corner. So it's 1-0 Comunicaciones. Let's see if Motagua could get a winner back. See if they could get a winner back. Here we go. It's going to be a good game. Daniel is here already. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Very excited to see you. We are taking on Montreal at Yankee Stadium and Toronto FC and Hartford. A challenging run for us. That is a pretty challenging run of games, but hey, I'd rather it be challenging than be easy, you know? Welcome, welcome, welcome all for this second half reaction. Goal scored in the 36th minute by Comunicaciones. To make it 1-0 at the half. Lescano off the corner, header off the corner for Lescano at the half. So let's see if Motagua could score or Comunicaciones can score a second. We are waiting for the game to start, or the second half to start, should I say. Hopefully you all join. Let's see. There we go. But let's see what we got. It's gonna be nice. Hopefully, it's gonna be a good second half, I hope. A good second half. Tough, because let's know that Motagua isn't gonna take this one lying down for sure. They will definitely fight. It's gonna be a good, very good second half. We're waiting. They're still showing the MLS is back highlights. Some of them. Because Fox Sports 2 doesn't really have much of anything other than highlights. So, nice. 2 people, welcome to the second person here. Nice to see you. Ready for the second half. Just waiting for time to start. 1-0 as it stands. Comunicaciones with the lead, a slight lead over Motagua. In the first half, Comunicaciones, I think they had the better possession. They played better. Motagua tried on the corner, counter. Comparison would say equal on shots, assists, 1 for Comunicaciones, 2 steals for Comunicaciones, 11 fouls to 6. Possession is actually Motagua, 2 offsides. So, yeah, even, but I wouldn't say very much better. And they are on the pitch to start the second half. I will answer this question. What could Qatar do at the World Cup or Gold Cup? World Cup, get knocked out in the group stage. Gold Cup, get to the, well, if there's 2 per group, quarterfinals and lose there. I think that they could do better than some of the Caribbean teams in the Gold Cup. I don't like that they're there, but of course they're there because money. So I think it's not right that they're at the Gold Cup, but they'll make the quarterfinals, they'll make knockouts, and they'll lose, hopefully. If not, will, but hopefully as well. I do not want to see Qatar make it past the quarterfinals at the Gold Cup. Hell, the group stage, but beggars can't be choosers, can't they? But I don't think Qatar is that good anyway, but they're better than Caribbean teams. So we'll see. Second half just kicked off. Comunicaciones with the ball. A new viewer, hello. Crossed in and drops back to Comunicaciones, out for a throw from Motagua. Looks like it's still pretty even. 1-0 for Comunicaciones. Scored in the 36th minute. Header down. Nope. Will be cleared out by Motagua. or Comunicaciones. Motagua with a corner. Cross. Comunicaciones has it. Comunicaciones in white, Motagua in blue. Motagua defending, has the ball, still. Has the ball, still. Halftime sub, Klusner for Castillo. Castillo is on at the half for Motagua. Number 29, Castillo. Down the wing for Comunicaciones. They will keep that in. Motagua at the back, pushing it forward. Still, that's a throw. Martinez can't keep it in. That is not that good of a play. Live, back to live at 46th minute. At halfway for Motagua, they have possession here. Can they score? Can they do anything with the possession? They pass it up into the box. Cross back. 1-2 shot. That's out. That's off. Just a bit outside. Just a bit outside. In the words of Bob Uecker. Just a bit outside. Or Harry Doyle, if you just know the movie. Major League, but you get to use it, so still a good shot, but nice play by Motagua in the 47th minute, 48th minute. But Comunicaciones can break here. He could shoot. Passed. Can he get a goal? 2-0. That may just do it. That may just do it. Comunicaciones. Comunicaciones 2-0. Olympia fan here. Hope Motagua get battered. I picked Motagua to win, but looks like I was wrong. Of course, the team that took Club America to penalties would be the better team in a situation like this over the team that lost to Atlanta United. I really should have went by that. But you're getting your wish so far. What a shot. Near post. And in for Motagua. 2-0. Not Motagua, Comunicaciones. Bleh. It was on my mind, sorry. Comunicaciones 2-0. Motagua is done. Has to be. Has to be. Now, they could score too, but with less than a half to go, I'd be pushing it. 48th minute. Herrera with the goal for Comunicaciones. The Cremas. Motagua has the ball in possession, getting into the 50th minute. Motagua is not playing anything. It's very sad because I'm a Motagua fan. Yeah. They're not playing very well here. They're not. So what are your major takeaways and characteristics of Central American soccer since you've had this chance to see what it offers? I've had the chance to see what it offers since 2012. I just haven't been making videos about it, but here's basically my summation. Lots of diving, lots of tough play, players playing like pests, hard to play against. That's exactly what I said. I'll get to that. But they're hard to play against. They're pests. They dive. They're not really as good technically as the North American teams, as in the Liga MX teams or MLS or Canadian teams. So they do what they have to do to win. And I do not question it because it normally works. But when they're playing against Central American teams, they try to play a little bit more football. But when they're playing one of the bigger teams, they definitely try to time waste and dive and try to do as much as they can to get the time on their side, maybe score a goal. But when you can see their quality, they have quality. I'm not saying they don't. They have quality. They very much do. But depending on who they're playing against, it depends on how much you see it. If they're playing against MLS team, Mexicans, Canada, you'll see, nah, they're going to take their time. They're going to do what they have to do. And if they could score, they'll score. But when you see it, you see it. But if they're playing each other, It's amazing. It's actually a lot better. I love watching Central American teams play against each other. Now, if that's what you're talking about, yes, they have talent. They do. They have magic. They have pizzazz. They have the technicality. I'm not complaining about it at all. They're good. Corner, 51st minute from Motagua. So that's basically what I'm saying. Motagua crosses it in. Header out. Falls to Motagua. Can they? Nope. Cleared away. Comunicaciones are better than you think. They took Club America to pens. Amazing stuff. That's what I was saying. I should have went by that. The team that actually took Club America, one of the biggest teams in the region, to pens, I should have said, yeah, they're going to win this tie. I should have. I really should have. I don't know why. Maybe because Motagua made the final of the CONCACAF League last year. Maybe that's what got me to think, hey, there you go. They were the runners-up. They should play like it. They're not. They're not. But it is a pandemic. Things are different. It is the way exactly it is. So I can't say it's bad. We got another subscriber, 245. Thank you, whoever subscribed. Hat tip to you. But yeah, I should have picked Comunicaciones. I really should have. I really should have. I'm not gonna say I was wrong. Taking Club America to penalties, yeah. But that was a good moment, especially when they took him to penalties at the Azteca. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I hate Club America with all the fiber of my being. They made 2018 horrible for Toronto FC. Yes, we got to the Champions League final. Our center backs were injured. We had to play Michael Bradley at center back. We lost on penalties. It technically was his fault, but not at center back. It was because he missed a penalty. But the rest of the season, so many injuries. People tried to get back quickly to get us out of the hole. It was a horrible season, and I blame Club America for it. Every player is a goon. And Miguel Herrera is a goon. Point being is the team I hate the most in Mexico, Club America. No question. I don't have a problem with Tigres. I mean, of course, they're a rival at TFC, but you know what I mean. I really don't have a problem with Tigres. I respect Chivas for the fact that they basically beat us, and they shouldn't have. In addition to being an NYCFC fan, my family's entirely from Belize in Central America. I know we're definitely the worst region team in Central American region of CONCACAF. However, considering I guess he's typing the second comment. Okay. I see it. Just got our independence in 1981. The future is bright. What do you think we need to do to improve on to becoming a better team, a better country, a better team? I would say build better stadiums, get more, basically like the USA, but a little bit different. There's no pay to play there, I presume. Oh, own goal, shot, save. That's one. Motagua gets one back, shoots off the rebound. Ah, so it's 1-2. I was wrong. They may come back. 1-2 in the 54th minute, 55th minute. Off the rebound. Great. That was a great play. So, brand new game. Not really a brand new game. Gavales with it. Belize needs to build better stadiums, better infrastructure, get better coaching. If they have to get some coaches from the lower leagues in Mexico, whether it be the Yucatan or mainland, do it. Or in Central America, get lower league coaches who seem great in those countries to help train the youth players or younger players. Get better infrastructure, more money into football down there. I think that's exactly what you need. More money in Belize for the football, better coaching. That basically is it. You have to nurture the players as time goes on. yes, you're going to start from nothing, but the more money that goes into it, the better coaching that goes into it, your players are going to be good, so, or get better. So basically money and coaching and better infrastructure is what I'd think. Free kick for Motagua here in the 56th minute. Can they tie it up here? We'll see. Can we tie it up here? Another sub, 246. Shot over the bar. That's a bad free kick. You got to do better than that. Got to do better than that. I mean, I couldn't, but I couldn't. That's for sure. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about football. I mean, I could play pickup, but you know, I don't think. A free kick? I don't know. I'd have to practice. I'd have to practice, but you got to do better than that. I could tell when somebody does bad. You got to do better than that. Motagua with a bad free kick there. They still have the ball, though. They switch the play. Keep the ball in. They have it. On the wing. Takes a shot and tries to cross it over the bar. Oh, boy. See, here's where I have a problem. Sometimes you have to take the shot yourself. I don't care if you're like, say this is the goal and this is the angle and you have to go like from here. You do that. Boom. Angle. On the angle. Like, I don't care how bad the angle is. Sometimes you have to take the shot. Top corner. Come on. Sometimes you have to take the shot. So say that's the goal. This is the angle. Boom. You got to take the shot. I can't really, if I had my like dry erase board and markers over here where I could reach them and not look like I'm struggling, I'd write it down, but I can't. Comunicaciones gets the ball back. Foul from Motagua. I draw exactly what I'm trying to explain, but actually, hold on. Give me a second. Indulge me for a second. Actually, it doesn't look so bad, does it? Indulge me for a second. Okay, so here's what gets me. All right, so here's what gets me. All right. Let me get up. So I'll answer that question. Okay, let me answer this question and then indulge me. I'm assuming you're Canadian. If so, how good do you think your chances now that you have a good couple of great youngsters in Europe? I root for Canada. I want to live in Canada, but I'm not Canadian. That is actually a very big. I'm from Mississippi, live in St. Louis. I want to live in Canada, though. I want to live in Toronto, but I do root for Canada. It's weird, long story, but I think their chances are good. I think their chances are good with Jonathan David. That's a second goal. 59th minute. 59th minute, 2-2, Motagua, new game. That's a goal. Let's see the replay, because 59th, 60th minute, goal. Ball played in on the wing. Takes it in himself, shoots past the goalkeeper and in. Off the angle. Now, that's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I think their chances are great. I think with Davies, David, Cavallini, well, not Cavallini, he's not in Europe, but he's not even a youngster. Liam Miller, and with Thomas Asal, a great goalkeeper. He's not in Europe, but he should be. It's going to be great. The future's good for Canada, but indulge me for a second here, even though they scored like that. Lopez with the goal in the 60th minute. So indulge me for a second here. We're going to do some Ryan Anderson, Bob Ross here. So say this is the goal. That's bad. Whatever. I don't have any. I don't know. So, okay. So say that's the goal. There's the goal line. And say this is the angle. So say the player's here. Say the player's here. Say, okay, hold on. Say here, this is the angle. Say the player's here. You take that shot. Near post. Far post. Take the shot far post. The player is here. If you're on that angle, I don't care where the angle is. You take the shot, far post. If the goalkeeper expects it, kick it a little bit higher. Don't just cross the ball and hope another player is here to get to it. Indulge me for a second. Take the shot. That's not that bad of an angle. Hell, from here, that's not a bad angle either. Like, you could go near post. You could go near post or run in a little bit and then boom, far post. So it's the angle stuff just gets me. Basically, if the goal is here and that's the angle, like you could score off an angle, like that does not. But here, if that's the angle, don't cross it, shoot. If you have a chance to shoot, shoot. Don't just like pop it in the air and hope somebody else gets to it and just like bam. It's something I don't get. Okay, yeah, at least I have this. I forgot about that. Okay, so thanks for indulging me there. But it's 2-2 in the 61st minute. That was Ron Anderson, Bob Ross. There we go. It's 2-2, and there's a free kick coming on in the 62nd minute. I'm just going to put this here and deal with that later. There we go. Maybe I have something else to talk about. Thank you for your answer. I'm a first-generation American, and my family's beliefs and roots are important to you. We are a poor country and don't have much money to build better football facilities. Okay. Should the CONCACAF League and CONCACAF Champions League be expanded to 32 teams of the group stage? I feel that would give the tournament more exposure. See, they said the Champions League group stage wasn't profitable. That's why they got rid of it. And same with the CONCACAF League. That's why this is technically your qualifier Europa League group stage. Would I like to see a group stage and get rid of the CONCACAF League, except for maybe like a one team qualifying from it like it used to be before the 6-team thing? Yes, but it's not going to happen. Yes, they will get the Champions League bigger. Yes, they're going to expand it, but it's not going to have a group stage. It's going to be either longer with more knockout rounds from like August to May, or they just keep it the same. But they've wanted to open it up. But if that's the case, Comunicaciones got a red. They're down a man, and it's 2-2. 63rd minute. Motagua may take this. Now that's where this gets good. But they're not going to build it up. Cross into the box by Motagua. Down. And they clear it out. Comunicaciones can clear it out. Hello, Armando. Hello. Love it. We're at 2:46. Meta. Cross out, 64th minute. In fact, our national team plays in a small college soccer-like stadium with 500 seats. FIFA had to give us 10,000 euros for this. Wow. That's sad. There needs to be more money in Belizean football, it sounds like. A lot more. And the ball goes out for a corner from Motagua in the 65th minute. 2-2. 2 goals have been scored in the second half by Motagua after Comunicaciones got one early in the second half, late in the first, and one in the second early. 2-2. It's tied. This either goes to penalties or maybe Motagua gets a winner with Comunicaciones being down a man. They have a corner at the 65th minute. There are 2 substitutions for Comunicaciones. Number 13 and number 6 are coming on. Let me find. Clubs. Let's see. There we go. Corner will be taken. Let's see the corner first. Corner will be taken and in. Header down. Cleared out by Comunicaciones. They could break here. There could be a break here. Here they go. Robles off for Castrillo for Comunicaciones. Passed in the box. Over the bar. That was such a good chance for them right there. That could have been it, but they don't get it. Russell off for Maya. Meha. You could have had it there. Like, that was a good chance. Again, from the angle. Keep it low, far post. That's basically the way it should go. As I said. There you go. Motagua has the ball, crosses in, and it's cleared out for a corner for Motagua in the 67th minute. 2-2. Comunicaciones down a man. The goals were scored in the 49th minute for Comunicaciones, in the 36th by Lescano, in the 49th minute by Herrera, and for Motagua, Gavales in the 55th, and Lopez in the 60th minute. And they claimed the corner. Comunicaciones, Pinto was sent off with a second yellow in the 63rd. 2-2. Comunicaciones down a man. And with 20 minutes to go, this is anybody's game. This is anybody's game. Motagua have came back and at least could try to send this to penalties. I'm going to print out the roster lists because I think this is going to go to penalties, and I need those for the penalties. Do you think that there should be a trophy added where the winner of the CONCACAF Champions League plays the winner of Copa Libertadores? It could be a trophy for the best American continental team. Yes, I would love to see that. Hell, I think there should be CONCACAF teams invited to the Libertadores like it used to be. So, yes, I'd love to see a Super Cup between the Libertadores winner and the Champions League winner. I think it would be amazing. It would be amazing. So, they should do it. It probably would make a lot of money, too. And to see Toronto FC play Flamengo or Penarol would be a moment. Our home before this was Belize's City Park, which wasn't FIFA eligible, but was CONCACAF eligible. Okay. See that? So here we go. That is there. That is a lot to know. So here is, so Motagua and Comunicaciones. Down a man. There is another foul. And a player is down, injured in the 68th, 69th minute. There we go. Sometimes you have to do things you didn't expect to do. I didn't really have time to do that. Rosters. There you go. I was getting to this quickly. Very quickly. I think we're going to penalties. I really do. I really do. And I've done this for the past couple of games with penalties. So there you go. Yeah, I'm doing this off my computer. Because StreamYard won't let you stream off your phone unless you have iOS 13. And I don't have that, at least for the foreseeable future, until I get a new phone. But we'll make do. We'll make do, won't we? There's a yellow. The Belize City Park is home to Belize City FC, and on match days, the Belize government gets temporary seating to accommodate. That's nice to hear. It's nice to hear. Okay, so I need to get back to CONCACAF game detail. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow card for Walter Martinez in the 71st minute. 2-2. Comunicaciones down a man. Motagua with a free kick. That used to be a thing. It was called Copa Interamericana in Spanish. Oh. I think that they stopped doing that a little bit early, either right before I was born or a little bit early into my life. I'm 20, so 21 in January, so yeah. That's the way it goes. Cross in, cleared out, headed out, headed out. 71st minute. Comunicaciones has it. Will they break? Down the wing. Fouled. They called a foul. Free kick. Free kick. Probably should move this. I'm sorry to give a lot of information, but I'm passionate about the sport. No, I respect that. I love that. I love to hear more about CONCACAF nations and what is going on. What are the goings on in them, so to speak. So don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It is nice to hear how Belize has grown, but it still needs to grow. And yeah, would have done a live stream for Verdez Arca High if they didn't get postponed. But maybe if Toronto wasn't playing that day that they move it to, I'll do a live stream for that. So yeah, I think I picked Verdez to win that game too. So on form, so I did pick the Belizean team. Don't know if that's gonna bite me. Cross in, header. That's out for a goal kick for Motagua. And as well, I would have done a live stream for Alajuelense Sabal, but that got postponed as well. So there's 2 postponements in this round, 4 matches that actually got played because that's how these things go. That's how these things go. I was kind of surprised to see Alajuelense Sabal got postponed. I thought they were big enough clubs to, not have to face. I mean, yes, they have to face the protocols, but I didn't think, they would either shirk them or the testing would come back the way that it did. Like, you think there'd be more infrastructure to keep those players safe. Like, the bigger the nation is, the more, that's not a slight. That's just the facts of economy. The bigger the nation is, the bigger the team is, there's going to be more to keep them safe. I wasn't really surprised about Arca Verdez, considering it was Belize and Haiti. What was the Sabao game postponed? It was Alajuelense that didn't follow the protocols correctly. And even though they tested negative, they weren't sure if those were really negative COVID tests. So they postponed it until there's more testing able to be done for that match. Now, Arca Verdez, there were 4 positives for Verdez, for the team. So that was obvious. It was more the protocols not being followed correctly for Cibao Alajuelense. So that's how that one went. So Verdez actually had positive tests. Alajuelense and Cibao didn't follow the protocols perfectly. There's a substitution from Motagua, number 14 off for number 8. That is Mendez off for Martinez, Walter Martinez. Aparicio off for Comunicaciones. On is Galindo. Comunicaciones also made a sub. 75th minute, 2-2 still. Motagua has the attack here, pushing forward, and they pass the ball back. They have the ball, trying to switch the play. Will they? Going into the 76th minute, they pass it back. You know you're up a man, right? It makes me wonder, even up a man, they're passing back. Cross in! And it'll be claimed by the Comunicaciones goalkeeper right before it gets out of the box. Come on. If you're up a man, come on. You have to do better than that. You have to basically be like, we're going to go after them. They try to block it. It falls for Comunicaciones. Back to their defender, or forwards. And Motagua gets it back. They could break here. Up the pitch. Their striker goes for it. He's still onside. Crossed into the box. Headed down. They have it. Switch the play. Low cross and out for a corner. Low cross and out for a corner. 77th minute. Motagua has a corner here. Can they win it late, or will it go to penalty kicks? Which I'm kind of hoping for penalties, let's be honest, because let's just keep on going with a trend. If every game besides Forge goes to penalties, that would be the best shot in Freud. It really just would. Header! Cleared out, but Motagua still has it. That's out for a goal kick given to Comunicaciones. You know, Team Chaos, you know. Forge went through without penalties. That's fine. My blood pressure don't get too high. Everything else, though, let's have some penalty chaos. Even the 2 postponed games, which probably not, because, you know, Alajuelense is so much better than Sabao. If that goes to penalties, I will be shocked. Izaguirre for Motagua is in. Off the substitutions. For Martinez. Elvire is on. For Motagua. That's another sub. Comunicaciones has the free kick here. 2-2. 78th minute. We're getting there. Chaos. How come the Forge game was played in San Salvador rather than the actual home stadium of the El Salvadorian team? Because I guess the Limeños stadium wasn't up to CONCACAF regulations, so they had to pay the owners of Cuscatlán $4,000 to play there so they could have a stadium that was up to CONCACAF regulations. Faz's Stadium. Faz's Stadium had to play there because I guess Limeño's stadium wasn't up to CONCACAF regulations and they just got in due to points and the fact that the Apertura was canceled and they gave it to the 3 highest point getters and their stadium wasn't ready, even though they had a picture of their own stadium before the game talking trash to Forge. So, yeah, I'm guessing the stadium wasn't up to CONCACAF regulations. So that's why they had to play at Cuscatlán. Liga vs. Sabah was postponed due to COVID-19 tests, right. But there were also the protocols weren't followed to the letter as well. So, but it was mostly the protocols that did it. That's the way it looked to me when they wrote the statement. Now, I had to translate it, and Google Translate is notorious now for being perfect, so maybe I missed something. 79th minute into the 80th minute. Motagua has the ball in their offensive zone. 2-2. Can they score late, or will it go to penalties? 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Comunicaciones has the ball. Trying to press down a man. And Motagua gets it back. That is a horrible pass. Horrible, horrible, horrible. You have to do better than that. That's like just giving it up to give it up. It's like, oh, I'm going to keep my head down, boom, and then, you know, yeah. Into the 80th minute. Still 2-2 with Comunicaciones being down a man. They have been since the 63rd minute. So, but Motagua had already came back. Motagua has the ball at the box. They switch the play, try to cross it. They're there, shoots into Comunicaciones defender's face. Yeah, they had the 2 goals before the red card, though, so they were already in line for penalties, but to still keep it going to penalties for Comunicaciones. That is a accomplishment, big accomplishment, because being down a man, you could either fold like a cheap suit or you stay together compact and keep it going. Now you know why I like Yankee Stadium so much as a soccer stadium. Yes, I would love for NYCFC to open a 25,000 to 30,000 seat stadium. I agree, but they can actually build a stadium. They're in America. There is not a excuse as to why they don't have a stadium except, oh, the city is too cramped. Give me a break. And you want to build one next to Yankee Stadium. You could have done that from day one. I'm sorry. This isn't Central America. That don't fly. Every stadium in America is CONCACAF regulations. That don't fly. Or Canada. That don't fly. Now, I know that's kind of a little bit, that could be considered a little bit controversial, but again, economy. It's facts of economy. Yeah, one team I'm shocked doesn't meet CONCACAF standards is FAS of Santa Ana. They're a regular in the tournament and among the best in El Salvador. You think the owners would invest in their home field? I would agree. But they'd rather probably pocket the money, which, again, that's what you do. How long do you think Forge will advance in this tournament? So I think they'll get to the semifinals at least. I think they're better than Taurel. I think they could beat Taurel. Now that their best left back has gotten a red card and will be suspended for that game, it may be a little bit harder. But I think the draw that they got was pretty easy for Forge. I think they could beat Taurel. They'll definitely beat Waterhouse, Verdez, or Arca High, whoever comes out of that round of 16, unless they say, hey, your 2 games are canceled. We're going to take the 2 best losers and put them up against whoever. And then that may knock us out in the quarterfinals. But if it's Waterhouse, Verdez, or Arca High, they're going to the semis. And then against Saprissa, anything could happen. But as long as they're in the CONCACAF Champions League, which is what I think they could do, that's what I'm expecting. Semifinals. Anything more is great. Anything less is a sort of a disappointment with where they got drawn for Forge. So that's the way I see it. Offside here from Motagua in the 83rd minute, 84th minute, going into the 84th minute. Still 2-2. Comunicaciones still down a man. Looks like this is going to penalties. 6 minutes plus stoppage time. Let's see what happens, though. Could be something. 2 red cards in one night. Makes me wonder if Alajuelense Cibao would have had a red. I don't know. Probably, though. Probably to Cibao trying to defend against a better team like Alajuelense, which would make it even harder for them. I do think that would have been a walkover. Still do. I still think Alajuelense Cibao was going to be a walkover for Cibao. Or not Cibao, Alajuelense. Cibao would have been the ones getting walked over. Corner here in the 85th minute for Motagua. Motagua takes it, crosses it in, header, down and out for a goal kick. But Alajuelense would have beat the tar out of Cibao. I really think so. So, I mean, when it happens, if it happens, it'll still happen that way, but we don't even know if it's going to happen. It's postponed, but it could get canceled in CONCACAF. CONCACAFs things up and makes up rules as they go. So, 2 more substitutions for Comunicaciones, this is their 5 subs. Number 8 off for number 10. Saravia off for Contreras. And takes the captain's armband as well. That is true. I agree with you. Belize is a third world country. NYC definitely has a better economy. Our front office stadium has been looking for a stadium within the 5 boroughs since 2014. Yeah, but you said their plan is right by Yankee Stadium. I don't believe that it's taken 6 years to find that plan. Now, getting it approved takes time, but considering New York City is ran by liberals, they wouldn't have a problem getting taxed for it. So cross in. So, but it's kind of a crazy thing to be like, it took them 6 years. Murillo on for Umana. I don't really like the fact that we play at Yankee Stadium, Citi Field, and MCU Park, and Red Bull Arena. Don't forget that, in truth. Must really burn you that they've been playing at Red Bull Arena recently, too. Cross up by Comunicaciones, trying to get a attack here. Plays advantage in the 88th minute. Can they get a goal? Down a man. Pull some Forge magic. Down! In the box, not a foul. They don't give it. And that's out for a throw for Comunicaciones in the 88th minute. These are all baseball stadiums that are FIFA eligible, but not CONCACAF eligible. Oh. That makes sense. That's why Red Bull Arena was the thing, but COVID made it a thing as well. But they could have played at City if they wanted to. Well, no. The Mets were still playing, but MCU Park. Wait, wasn't Brooklyn the alternate site for the Mets? I think it was. So yeah, Red Bull Arena was the only way to go for COVID, I guess. 88th minute. 2-2, red card for Comunicaciones. 2 minutes plus stoppage time. They cross the ball in. Motagua defends it. And that's a foul for Motagua. They got a free kick in their own defensive end with a minute and a half to go. Minute and a half to go before stoppage time. And a possible penalty shootout. Another one. Getting into the 89th minute here. Still 2-2. There's either going to be a really late winner here or penalties, and I don't know which. But which one is more chaotic is the question. Which one's more chaotic? The late winner, really late winner, like last 30 seconds of stoppage time, or penalties? Which one's more chaotic? I'm not sure. Shot by Motagua over the bar. Keep that lower. Gavales over the bar. Way over the bar. If there was a row Z, that would have been in row Z. The keeper for Comunicaciones is down and hurt. Time wasting. "30 seconds to go before stoppage time. Late goal winner, definitely. Yeah, I can see where you're going with that. Calderon steps up, gets up, 10 seconds to go before stoppage time. I wouldn't mind getting to penalties. Yeah, down a man, and you wanting Motagua to lose as an Olympia fan? 3 minutes of stoppage time. But, like, speaking of Olympia, my big prediction for this tournament, the final is going to be Olympia versus Forge. Now, Olympia wins, but it won't be 4-1. It won't be 4-1. It's going to be more like 3-2, maybe 3-3 on away goals for the team. I don't think away goals count in the final, actually. Maybe lose on penalties, but Forge will be in the final against Olympia. I really think so. Probably would have been a better chance with Independiente, but we'll see what happens against Saprissa. It seems like the winners never win 2 years in a row or even get to the final 2 years in a row. So I'm going to say Saprissa keeps that curse going. I wish the El Salvadorian team I cheered for qualified for this tournament. I cheer for Istrito Metapan. They were amongst the best from 2006 to 2013, but have sucked since then. Hopefully y'all get better and at least make the CONCACAF League. Love to see more teams. Ooh. Takes out his own defender. Ew. Sometimes it's in cycles. Toronto sucked until 2014. Now we're great. I just hope we never suck again. The way I root for teams, they probably will. Now I won't say that bad, but like go to mediocrity after being really great. Like in like my mid-30s, which isn't bad, but the more screaming rants I have, the better. Those always get the views. Those always get the views, the rants. Whether it's about the supporter shield, whether it's about matches, those get the views. I would bet, I wonder, since Daniel's an NYCFC fan, I wonder if he saw that rant after MLS is back. I wonder. I let loose. Cross in. 30 seconds to go before penalties. And it'll be a corner. Or, no, it looks like a corner. I went in on Toronto. 20 seconds to go. Corner. Could this be the last chance for Motagua? Corner is taken with 15 seconds to go. Cleared. Out by Comunicaciones. It drops to midfield. 8 seconds. They're going to call full time. And there will be penalties in this match. I'm not really sure about Olympia getting to the final. Something tells me we'll get the semis at best. Not feeling confident, honestly. Here's what gives me the thing about Olympia. They beat the hell out of Forge. And they beat Montreal in the first leg at Stade Olympic Stadium. If you could beat Montreal Impact like you did in the first leg, and there's still going to be the second leg, and honestly, I think y'all get the job done. At least I hope you do. Because I would never want to see Montreal get to the semifinals again. And it's going to be a one game. I mean, they don't have Saphir Taider, but they'll find Thierry Henry, once they get to the semifinals and they only have to win 2 games to win the championship, he's going to find a way. And I do not want to live in that world. So please get the job done in December. But please, I swear, I will buy an Olympia shirt if you get the job done against Montreal. Just like I did when Vancouver beat them to put Toronto into the Canadian Championship final against Forge in December after MLS Cup. If y'all get the job done, I will somehow buy an Olympia shirt. You could pick the player. I don't care. I actually like Olympia shirts anyway, so and I kind of like y'all, even though you beat Forge. If you beat Montreal, but if you could beat Montreal, y'all can go to the final. You're better than any other Central American team. Mas Grande, best Central American team as it stands. And then beating Montreal, I honestly believe in y'all. But seriously, I will. Hell, you can send me one. I don't care. Hell, if you want to send me one, if you get the job done, you can if you want to. But I'll probably buy it. I'll probably just go and buy one. Probably Bankston, if he's still there. I knew he was there in February, but is he still there? Well, actually, I could check. Show more. Scotiabank CONCACAF League rosters. CD Olympia. Jerry Bankston. Yeah, he's still there. Okay. Oh, yeah, that match against the Impact was great. However, we sold our best striker to Boa Vista, same club that signed Reggie Cannon. I mean, The Impact sold their best player too. Yeah, that's why I said never again. And they were playing Club America. Of course they were going to lose. Except Club America is not as good as they were back in 2015. They just lost to Lyon. Club Lyon. I would be scared if that was a one-game final just for Thierry Henry reasons. That dude has magic. Like, Montreal should not be in the playoffs, even at all. And they are, so. I remember I saw that final. And I was sitting, like, right in this same room watching that final. And I was like, oh, hell no. And 2015 was when I graduated junior high, so this room was my room. It changed. Long story again. But I was on my bed. I was watching the second leg, and I'm like, you better not. You better not. You better not. And then Olympia scored 4. Not Olympia. America scored 4 in the second half, and then boom. There you go. And that I was cheering like a mug after that. So that was a moment. MCU Park is open cup home, right? Citi Field is a wider field than Yankee Stadium. I remember. Jerry Bankston is getting many goals lately. Olympia is a strong team. They have a great coach. As I said, I believe in Olympia just because of reasons that I've seen and the fact that they're Mas Grande in Central America. I will always believe in them. So there you go. There you go. We're getting to penalties. Here we go. Forge FC versus TFC. Who wins? Toronto FC. The way we're playing now, Toronto. Like, if this was back when we were playing DC and we were kind of sucking, I'd be worried. The way we're playing now, Supporter Shield form, probably going to win the cup. We're going to win. I'm not questioning it at all. After the cup, one more thing to do to have a treble season, we win. Simple as. And Forge getting deep into the CONCACAF League, we'll win. We're going to win. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. If this was like back to early September, I would have been worried, but I'm not worried. 21, Olympia versus Forge would be a great final. I agree. Number 21 for Motagua, Morera. Morera up steps to take it. And he runs up and shoots in for a goal. 1-0 on penalties for Motagua right now. Yankee Stadium is better business-wise for us. We could fit up to 40,000. Right. So it's 1-0 for Motagua as we stand on penalties. 2-2 at full time. Comunicaciones down a man. But it's 1-0 Motagua on penalties right now. Comunicaciones player steps up. Morera puts his away. Number 10, Contreras. Runs up, shoots. That's in for a goal. Just right there. Just right there. When will a non-Mexican team win the CONCACAF Champions League? Next year, Toronto FC. Book it. Next year, Toronto FC, we're playing way too good right now. We'll go into it like 2018. And we can't get that hard of a draw again. We just can't. We can't. Like, the odds will not give us that hard of a draw again. We'll do it. We could do it. We will do it next year, Toronto FC. Book it. And that's not bias. That's just fact. If there's anybody who could do it, it's still Toronto. And they'll never get that hard of a draw again. Second penalty from Motagua, number 18. Runs up. Takes it. Panenka. 2-1. Crisanto. Panenka's it and takes it 2-1. Motagua on penalties. Crisanto with a Panenka. Number 25 for Comunicaciones. Galindo for the second penalty for Comunicaciones. Can he make it, or will he put Motagua on the front foot? Or will the save put Motagua on the front foot, or miss, or whatever? Let's see. Goals. 2-1. He takes it. He runs up. Will he score? Off the post! Off the crossbar. 2-1. Galindo misses off the crossbar. Wow. Like, let's see where he went. Oh, he hit it too hard. Too high, too hard, into the crossbar. And not like flush. It was just like boom, like a ping off the lower part of it. Number 10 for Motagua. Gavales. Can he put Motagua definitely into the driver's seat? Or will he miss and give Comunicaciones a chance? Gavales in! Oh, barely just drops down a little bit too late. Calderon just drops down a bit too late. Yeah. Sorry about that. Gavales makes his. It's 3-1. Number 28 for Comunicaciones. Number isn't down, or his name isn't. Just have 28, so. Number 28 for the third penalty for Comunicaciones. Can he make it 3-2, or does he basically make it to where Motagua has to score and it's over? Let's see. Number 28 runs up, takes a long run up, shoots, and in off the hand. 3-2. Off the hand. Off the hand. Wow. Could have been saved, but off the hand and in, off the fingertips. Why do Premier League teams underperform in European competitions? Because I'd say other European countries make better players. Spain has better players. It's just the quality of player. The Premier League player normally isn't the best player. Lopez. $39, $34. Lopez. $34. Lopez takes the fourth penalty. Saved! Saved by Calderon. Saved by Calderon. Calderon saves. Calderon saves. Calderon saves. That makes it 3-2. Comunicaciones can tie it up here and have a chance to send it to sudden death penalties, if so needs to be. Seven. Lescano. Lescano will run up, short run up, a little bit of a stutter step, walks up, puts it in, 3-3. Lescano makes it 3-3. Can a USL team make a deep run in the Champions League? If so, who? No. No, probably wouldn't happen. I don't think it would happen. Not very likely. Not very likely. Motagua has to score here to put the pressure on Comunicaciones to send it to sudden death penalties. If he misses, Comunicaciones has to score. If they don't score, sudden death. If he scores, they have to score. Number 25, that is Licona. Licona runs up and scores. No, that was Castillo, 29. Oh, 29 Castillo. But he scores 4-3. Comunicaciones has to score. Comunicaciones has to score here. It's a loss or sudden death penalties. Can they score? And they will send up holding their fate in his hands. $11. Herrera. They send him up with his fate in their hands, and he scores to send it to sudden death. Sends it to sudden death, Herrera. Nice penalty. Near post and in. Sends Rougier the wrong way. And it is 4-4. Mendez is up for number 6. Mendez is up for number 6 for Motagua. Can he send the pressure on the Comunicaciones? Or will they have to score? Well, either way, there will be pressure on him. He runs up and scores. Far post, right side netting. That is 5-4. Comunicaciones has to score here. Should USL teams be invited to CONCACAF League? Yes, because if you have Canadian Premier League teams, USL's around the same level. They should be. I think it's only fair. They have a better chance of making it from there than actually the Open Cup nowadays. So I would say give it to them. Number 6, Maiha. To take number 6 for Comunicaciones. He has to score here. I'll answer that after the penalty shootout. Maiha. He runs up and in. Chips. It's 5-5. Or I'll answer it now then. What do you think of CONCACAF Champions League final match being hosted in a CONCACAF eligible stadium around the continent? So a neutral ground, I would like that. It would bring more legitimacy to the tournament. It would make the final should be single leg anyway. It would bring more eyes to the tournament. Yes, I agree. It probably would be a Mexican stadium or a MLS stadium. But still, Montez steps up for number 7 for Motagua. Montez steps up for number 7. He has to score to keep Motagwa's hopes alive of advancing. Calderon jumping on the line, giving him mind games, and it's a miss! It's a miss! Comunicaciones has to score to win. Oh no, nobody wants that. Except Daniel, probably. Comunicaciones has to score to win, or this goes another round. Past the post and missed. Horrible. Number 7. This could be the last penalty. This could be the last penalty. And we can sign off after this. Number 20. That is Gordillo. Comunicaciones can win it here. And he goes up and shoots and save! We're going to another round. This is going to go forever. Yankee Stadium isn't CONCACAF eligible, though. It's not up to me. I know. It's just a little bit of banter. I know it isn't. I'm just bantering. Come on. But it isn't CONCACAF eligible, so no, it wouldn't happen, Fernando. But it's a little bit of banter. Atlanta United or LAFC would be nice for a final. I agree. Mercedes-Benz or Bank. Yeah, that would be nice. Bank of California. That would be nice. Emilio. E. That's in. Emilio Izaguirre scores his. To at least put the pressure on Comunicaciones to have to score to send us to another round. He scores his. Here we go. Number 22. I think that's just, there's no 22 on this roster, so it's just number 22. They have to score here or it's over. Motagua, 6-5. They're back in the lead. Or no. Is that 2? I think that's just a 2, actually. He takes it, shoots, and scores. What a play. The only other stadium that is CONCACAF eligible in NYC Metro is MetLife. They could play a final there. I could see it. That would be nice. Yeah, that is Grijalva. Grijalva scores his penalty. Puts the pressure back on Motagua. Number 16. Castellanos. Number 9. The 9th penalty. Castellanos will take. Has to put the pressure on Comunicaciones. Shoots and in. Right side netting. Oh, I would love to see a CONCACAF final at Busch Stadium. I would love it. If I'm still here, definitely. If I will hopefully move to Toronto at some point. But yeah, I would love to see it at Busch. Hell, if I heard there was one at Busch, I'd probably come back down just to see it there. Do love myself some Busch Stadium. Normally the US women's like that stadium for some reason, because Busch Stadium is a nice stadium and Ballpark Village is amazing. Number 13 for Comunicaciones, Castrillo. Castrillo has to score. Motagua's up 7-6. Has to score here. Steps back, ready for the run up. And he will go. And he starts his run up. Little stutter step and in. Right under the bar. Right under the bar. Could have been dangerous. 7-7 going into the 10th penalty. We're going all night tonight. We're going all night tonight. And I left enough room for at least a second check for the second round. The goalkeeper, Rougier. For Motagua. Rougier for Motagua will take. For the 10th penalty. And in! The goalkeeper makes it. A goalkeeper penalty. You love it. A goalkeeper penalty. You love it. 20 teams, 20, 25 teams. That would be about right, I think. Then we have for Comunicaciones, the other goalkeeper. They're going by how many players are on the pitch. Calderon. He takes and scores. So, 10 takers. They all go through 10 takers. We start back over. Second round of 10 players. How deep will we go? Are we going to get a double post? No Kansas City fans here, right? I can make that joke and not look bad. 21. Moreira comes back up for his second penalty in the 11th round of penalty kicks. This is amazing. 8-8 on penalties. What a penalty series. It is amazing. This is chaos. This is amazing. I love it. Moreira takes his penalty. his second penalty of the penalty shootout for number 11. And it is in. He chips him. 9-8. Motagua. My word, I'm having fun here. So next up is Contreras. He comes back up. 9-8. He has to score. At this point, you cannot make a mistake. You cannot make a mistake at this point. Wow. You made me feel sad with your penalty. I remember NYCFC versus TFC. Rent free. Pozuelo rent free. Hashtag rent free. 10. Contreras is back up. Takes, scores. 9-9. We're going to the 12th round. Rent free. Somebody rent free. We're going to the 12th round of penalties. Crisanto up for Motagua. Here we go. Number 12. Can they score again? Just keep this going. Let's get this past midnight, all right? Let's get this past midnight. Why not? Why not? Crisanto. Quick run up. Short run up. Takes. And that is in. A chip. Panenka. 10-9. Yeah, let's just go to, let's go to midnight. Let's go. 10 minutes. Another round would definitely get us to midnight. Woohoo! I don't sleep much anyway. Galindo up for Comunicaciones. At this point, so much pressure's got to be on people. Be like, yeah, I made one penalty, but the keeper probably knows what I'm going to do. I score, we keep going. I miss, we're done. Like, that's exactly how hard this is. Galindo. Missed in the first round. Can he redeem himself? Scores, he redeems himself. Well, he didn't make his, but you get the point. Scores to make it 10-10. Do you think Toronto gets a Canadian Premier League team? They already have one in the York region. And Hamilton? No. Probably Mississauga will probably be the closest they get. But not Toronto proper. Maybe they could play at Rogers Center. Next up is Gavales. Gavales comes up for his second penalty of the shootout. 10-10. Motagua, Comunicaciones, tie through 10 penalties. Steps up and takes, and that is a goal. My word. Number 28 is going to have to score for Comunicaciones. 11-10. Boom. Like, I'm glad I'm just live streaming this one. I would not want to do a RSR over 20 penalties. I would lose it. I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind. Number 28 goes for the 13th penalty for Comunicaciones. At least this penalty shootout's way better than the one against America, so they could hold their head high on that, can't they? Will they make it 11-11? Will he make it 11-11? Long run up again. Bounces, runs, takes, and in off the hand again off of Rougier. That is 11-11. A Toronto derby at Rogers Center in front of 70,000 would be amazing. I wouldn't be against it. That would be nice. In the Sky Dome would be nice. 11-11. We're going to the 14th penalty. 10 minutes before midnight. Wow. Lopez, he missed his in the first round of penalties. Back when it was the fourth penalty. He comes up to score. And up and in. Well, he makes his 12. Actually, that's Castillo. Somebody. We'll just leave that 4. Saw the wrong number. Probably the one under it. Or something like that. We got Lescano, the goal scorer for Comunicaciones. Can he score? It's 12-11. He has to score. Has to score. Has to score. Runs up. Shoots. And in. Past the goalkeeper. That's 12-12. So, their 5th penalty taker, Motagua, goes again. Goes again. 15 penalties. In fact, Ajax FC are investing in a team that will play at the Sky Dome. Wow, that's nice to hear. Lopez. So it was Castillo, then Lopez. All right. So we'll just give that one. Yeah, he made his. Lopez takes. Scores. It's 13-12. Herrera. It's time for Herrera to go and score or shoot a second penalty, should I say. Not score. 11:52. It's almost midnight and we're still going. I want this to go to midnight. Chaos. Super chaos. Giant chaos. Herrera. Will he make it 13-13 or finally end it? Herrera about to run up. Will he make this 13-13 or will it be over? Run up. Shoots. Scores. Chip. Easy. Easy as you like, calm as you like. It's 13-13. Mendez will step up for Motagua. Here we go. So at least 5 more penalties. We don't need this no more. Yeah. Talking about a CONCACAF tab. Game. Score. Whatever. Score center, game center, whatever you want to call it. Mendez steps up to take the 14th. Well, another penalty. CONCACAF's even lost count. And that's another goal. 14-13. They've even lost count. They're back to the 1-5 penalty thing. It's like, no, we didn't expect this to go this far. I don't remember the last time I experienced a penalty series this long. I remember the double post, Kansas City and Portland. I don't know. Maya steps up to take the next penalty. Sadly, don't know. This keeps going. I just wanted to get past midnight, so Maya will take his. I don't think I've ever seen penalty kicks go this far. Double post. Haha, this is hilarious. Maya will take. Will he make it 14-14 or will it finally end? Slow run up, close, save, and in! Oh my God! The luckiest stuff I have ever seen in my life. Actually, no, the double post might be luckier, but to keep it going. My word. Save off the hands and in. Maya scores 14-14. Jeez. Montes. He missed. Emilio missed. It was as a gear. He's a gear. He missed. Comunicaciones can win it. Saved by. Saved by. I have school tomorrow. Oops, I mean today. Sorry. It's only one more penalty. I don't want to see that. Number 20 Gordillo, he will come up to take. He missed in the last round of the penalty shootout in the first round, or the second round of the first round, but you get it. He missed. Can he redeem himself and send Comunicaciones through? Gordillo. Can he? 14-14. Can he send them through? This is monumental. And he's going to have a short run up. He runs up and shoots it over the bar. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Well, how? Over the bar. Like row Z over the bar. Montez is up. So you could switch the order sometimes. Montez is up. He missed his last one. In no, 2 times he missed. Yes. Montez. He's up to take. No cap. None whatsoever. No cap. 15-14. And in. Montez sets himself right. 15-14. Motagua. This is insane. It is. I'm watching it right here. I would not steer you wrong. Double post for NYCFC and TFC to help NYCFC win the Champions League. No. That's not as bad as Montreal, but no. Number 2, Grijalva. Grijalva will take the 15th, or try to score the 15th penalty for Comunicaciones. They had the momentum. They threw it away twice. Oh, my word. 11:57. We're 3 minutes before midnight. Come on, just keep this going. Shoots and off the post. It's over. Motagua, 15-14. Grijalva misses to end it. Mercifully, it is over. Motagua is through. 15-14 on penalties. 2-2 in regular time. Up a man, couldn't score. They win on penalties. 15-14. Woo! All right, so with that said, this is over. Thank you for watching. If you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Tomorrow, I will be here with a CONCACAF League preliminary roundup review video for all the games except the 2 that got postponed. But maybe there'll be news there, and we can talk about those 2 postponements and whatever those matches may be played. But the 4 matches that got played, we will round up, review those. So, I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. Oh, well, it was a great game anyway. Yes.